dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures.
Good morning and welcome to the MyTarot morning reflection, daily inventory, and a chance to take a breath. I know, so Vicky, I enjoyed Tarot Tuesday. It's funny how the cards just came up perfect. I've given up trying to explain how these darn cards work. So, we talked about doing the goals and stuff and kept getting pages and ace of swords, and it really is just, who knows how the cards, even the examples were like pretty much spot on. So I don't know, something there. So what are we doing today then? Well, we're setting a goal to at least try and look at our day. Maybe have a decent day. Who knows? That wouldn't hurt. But when we listen to the cards, like the sounds of the ocean, a chance to take a breath, relax. Feet flat on the floor, butt doing the kitty dance. Shoulders relaxed, neck relaxed. Looking forward to going to Soul Aura tonight, Ginger's. Soul Aura and Frederick, that's going to be fun. That's always fun. So looking forward to doing that and doing some readings there. Listening to the cards like the sounds of the ocean. Getting in tuned with the universe, as some people might say. So, what does today have for us? That's always a darn good question. So, here is our deck. I'm going to make our 3 stacks, each one a different thread going out to the universe. Each one's like a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, what is that? That means that each one of these is like a different path. Because these cards right here will lead down one discussion, this a totally different path, and this will go in a totally different direction. Now, this morning, let's go with the bottom stack, or as I like to think of, things that are underneath that might be influencing us that we may not even be aware of. So, I'm going to do our 3-in-1. Good morning, Angelina. Good morning, Holly. So, what do we have then? So I'm going to flip each card over like they're the pages of a book. And the first card, we'll talk about pages. So, just like last night, we're starting right off with the page. And this is the page of coins. So, what are pages? Pages are, if you look in books, it's like, expect to find a young man, blonde hair, who will come into your life. Or, pages are the ones that are learning things. They're the ones that want to become a knight, and a knight wants to become a king. Don't you love how I repeat stuff? But it's true. But pages can be us. They can be somebody else who influences us, comes in our lives. Coins are about home, health, finances. That's kind of logical. It's all those things that keep us grounded. And he is just staring at that coin like it is a seed. So this is starting out with a new idea, learning something. But let's see what he's got his back to. The 10 of Swords. So this can go in a couple different directions. So sometimes when we're that distracted, we're not a king where we would see the anxiety that's coming up. Sometimes starting with a page So swords. Swords are our ideas, our thoughts, and can be our anxieties. And this Ten of Swords is definitely one of those cards about anxiety, or as you may have heard me heard me say before, I see the Ten of Swords as the I'm okay card. Because it's one of those cards where we have so much anxiety, so much everything just weighing on us. Somebody asks, how are you? We say, oh, I'm okay. Got it. When in reality, it's like we're just walking off a cliff. But it's just one of those, it's just when we have a lot of anxiety. A lot of things weighing on us. So I'm going to flip over the next card because I'm curious to see where the story goes. To the Three of Swords. So, as I often say, this is not a past, present, future. This is not a heart, soul, mind. I like to see what the universe says. And immediately I'm seeing here, we have these two swords here, is that it's almost like a scale. Because here's our anxieties. Here we are, are we ignoring things? Are we the Three of Swords? Because swords, one sword is an idea, one sword is a thought. Something that we plant a seed. Two swords is when we have a choice. And a lot of times when I see the Three of Swords, it's one of those things where if we don't make a decision, something will make it for us. It's when we have these things going on and that third sword comes in and it can disrupt what's going on and cause anxiety. And so the whole center of this right now is, if we were feet flat on the floor and just thinking, it's like, what anxieties do we have? What anxieties might we just be trying to ignore that's radiating out to everything else? Let's see what the advice card is so we can figure out what's finally going on. It's the Page of Swords. The breakthrough sword. Yeah, the breakthrough. And sometimes that's what we need. We need that stalemate broken. And here we have, as the advice card, we have the Page of Swords. So, when I'm looking at something like this again, we see the Page of Coins, and we ignore sometimes all the things. We have our back to all those things that are causing us so much anxiety. But it could also be that we are choosing, instead of being like a king, instead of being like a queen, to make decisions, we're waiting for something to make a decision for us. And the advice card is saying that maybe we need to be more like the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is about taking ideas, learning ideas, running with ideas. Maybe this Page of Swords is the one that's actually forcing this third sword here. It's saying, you know what? Maybe we need a disruption instead of just ignoring what's going on or putting something on the back burner, or maybe I'll just not worry about the bills, or maybe I'll just sit here and stare at this coin and kind of wish. The focus here is, what anxiety might we have, maybe even one that we're turning our back to. Waiting for something else to make these decisions for us. Maybe we need to think of it as, maybe we may not know exactly what to do sometimes, but sometimes we need to just come up with a new idea, learn something new, and then control the Three of Swords, control how that's going to happen. So, for something like this, is there a household something? We've needed to get our roof redone. Using real world situations, we know it's going to happen. Something's it's going to start leaking, but we kind of ignore it. We're looking at this coin. We're like not handling it like the king would, and then ultimately the Three of Swords comes in, and it's like, well, I guess we're going to get that roof done now. Whereas this one here is saying, you know what? I'm the page. I have no clue how to get a roof redone, but at least I've got an idea, and I'm going to start learning. I'm going to start checking the internet for reviews. So it's these things that we might have our back to that we need to possibly handle. For me, again, since this is about home, health, finances, and things like that, underneath my porch, I know something has decided to start digging out my porch. And that's an anxiety. I mean, it needs to get filled in, or possibly is my concrete porch going to collapse? But I've been kind of ignoring it because I don't want to call the contractor. I don't want to spend the money. But I tell you what, if my porch cracks, that decision's made. So, using the tarot for today as my advice, I'm going to find out what it's going to take to fill in whatever it is that's trying to hollow out my porch. So, with that, I hope that everybody has an amazing day. I hope this helps. I know this helps me. And again, the main goal is how can we apply what we see here? And that's why they say above as below, or they say that, you know, the tarot is just a correspondence, a representative of real life. That's why we meditate. So, with that, oh, look at this. Oh, man. Yeah. So, Holly, preparing for future challenges. Oh, you know, I'm trying not to be the page of coins ignoring stuff, but I don't want it to weigh down on me. And yeah, I'm feeling the love, ladies. Good morning, and hope you all have a beautiful day. I am so with you on that. So with that, thank you again, and I will talk to everybody tomorrow. Take care.